So I got a couple of friends of mine to join me on the boat for this trip, Brandon and his girlfriend Ashley. Our plan was to sail around the outside of the ICW from Orange Beach or Pensacola and down to Mobile Bay. We were going to head out and find a few islands and hang out for a week on the islands. Unfortunately, things didn't work out. So let's stop right here for a second. If any of you have ever eaten on a boat, you know the meals are pretty lackluster. It's hard to cook a meal because the oven's too small and the burners are really small and nothing cooks that hot. But this woman right here, she can cook a meal. I tell you, if she was a professional cook, I would tell you to hire her in a minute. We had the most amazing meals the entire trip. I want to shout out, thanks Ashley. So after a quick provisioning run and some creative fishing, we were off to do some sailing. So my normal route is I do the inside ICW down to Pensacola and spend the night out here at Redfin Island. It's a great secluded spot. You can get to the beach real easy and we can take the dogs out to use the bathroom. So that's what we did. We spent the night at Redfin before we headed out into the ocean. The forecast for the day was 10 to 12 mile an hour winds straight out of the west, which is the direction we needed to go, so we were just going to motor sail into them. The waves were projected at 2 to 3 feet. They ended up being 4 to 6 feet, so it was kind of rough. I started getting seasick about 6 hours into the trip. It got progressively worse as the trip went on, until the very end. Right as we were turning into Mobile Bay, I lost the battle. I was hanging off the rail, which wouldn't have been too bad with the autopilot, but at the same time, our engine decided to overheat. So not only was I battling that, but I was trying to teach the guests how to put up the main and how to tack as we turned into the bay. Fortunately, Brandon and Ashley were fairly quick learners, and we taught them to do the jib sheets fairly quickly, tacked a couple times going into the bay. Had to find us a place to anchor. It was a little challenge because a couple of oil rigs in the way. Got around those, got close to one, got some good pictures, successfully anchored for the night, and got a beautiful sunset out of it. So we got up the next morning and checked the weather, and the winds had switched around from the east, so we couldn't sail back to Orange Beach, and a low that was out in the Gulf had turned into a potential hurricane. We didn't want to stick around in Mobile Bay with a potential hurricane bearing down on us, so we called Sea Tow, and we got another tow of shame, compliments of Serenity.